In this topic, I'm going to show you how to create double sky parallax universe effect. So in order to start off, the most important thing is having a good clip to work with. This is going to work best on skyline shots, especially if you're using a drone. It will be good on a half clear blue sky and a half cityscape. Also more clear and consistent the skyline is. So this is pretty much just a solid blue gradient all the way. Easier it's going to be blend the composition together. So if I'm going to use a mirror distortion effect, and this can be a cool if you're trying to create an abstract mirror reflection across a certain line. But when it comes to creating this double universe effect, I found that it doesn't actually give the exact effect that we are looking for. So I'm going to delete the mirror effect, and what we actually want to is to create a sort of layered composition. So I'm going to hold Alt on my keyboard and click and duplicate this clip on top of itself. So now we have same clip stacked up twice, and on this duplicated clip I want to adjust the rotation to 180 degrees. What's that going to do is going to spin it on its own side. So now we have got one clip. Down here you can see this tall building is on opposite side for the reflection, which creates a cool spinning universal effect. Now we have to mask count and position this properly. So if you want to, you can lower the opacity for a second just to see what are you working with, and then you can move the position of Y up on this one bit, and let's move the position on the bottom clip down a little bit until we get just right look that we are looking for. So now I'll go back to the top clip and I will increase the opacity again because we were just lowering it so we kind of see and work. And now let's create a mask. So I click the mask, it will create a new mask, and only this portion of the new top clip will show. But let's expand this mask. So I will drag these corners out because I want them to stretch across the whole sequence. So there's no black area. The only thing I want to remove the bottom half that's covering the reflection. If you want to double click on the program window, you can have a little bit more space to work. And once you expanded the mask so it covers the entire edge, we can double click on the program window, it will put it back into place, and you can always fit the scale. So now I have the mask, but you see there's a clear line of where the blue gradient doesn't match. So if you just add a little bit of mask feathering until it kind of disappears, you should be good to go, and you can see that it blends them in smoothly because the edge is now feathered softly. So at this point you have got your basic effect down, and you can see this differs from just a solid reflection because as the camera spins on the bottom, it moves on the opposite direction, which gives the viewer a kind of double universe. So next I'm going to add a flare and finish it with a noisy version. I will highlight and right click and nest them into a sequence. What it will do is group them into a nested clip. I will add a bit of rotation -5 to give a little bit of angle and flare, and I'll just zoom on scale until the edges are cleaned up again, so there's no black area. And this is how you can create a parallax video effect.